What's going on? Let me know if you guys can hear. Hold on. What's going on here? Okay. Sorry about that. What's going on, everybody? Chris Ballard here, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you live here on a Monday. Long one at that. Just never ending. It's crazy. Hold on. Let me try something here. What is this? Camera on. Give me 1 second. I'm having trouble with StreamYard today. Bear with me. If you give me 1 second here, maybe I could see what's going on. Because if I'm being honest, I'm using my phone. Okay. Whatever. So I'm using my phone. I'm talking. I hope it's not echoing, but y'all comment and let me know. With that being said, I'm having trouble with StreamYard. At least, like I can use it, but I can't like. So I just added myself on the computer, but I'm using my phone to talk with you guys and everything. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I got it set up, but I do want to share screen and everything like that today. But just bear with me. We'll talk and just hang out and talk some sports. Uh, but anyway, that being said, I guess we could get on with it. This coming, I do want to share this article with you guys. I'll put the link in the comments, of course, if you guys want to view it. MaisonBrew.com put an article out. They cover Michigan football from SB Nation. This from Harley Johnson. This put out just yesterday at 2 Eastern. 5 reasons Michigan will beat Georgia in the playoffs. And do I buy this? Well, quite honestly, I have not, gotten a chance to actually look over it. So when we look at it, um, you know, we'll all be looking at it together. I don't even know if it's going to let me share screen. Some of these features are not wanting to work. Anyway, I guess I could just read it off, but you have the link in the comments. So it says 5 reasons Michigan will beat Georgia in the college football playoffs. The Wolverines have a great shot. I'm not going to read all this, but I'll read the 5 reasons. Number 1, defense led by Heisman runner-up Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan has met a lot of success this season, and a lot of that could be attributed to the turnaround of their defense. It might sound cliche, but the defense has embodied those who stay. Those who stay will be champions. Aiden Hutchinson returned for the 2021 season to settle unfinished business. He leads the team with 14 sacks and a single season record for the Wolverines, collecting 3 of them against Ohio State. So basically, to start, they have Aiden Hutchinson, like the sack leader in the country, probably the best pass rusher in the draft, the best defensive player in the draft. I might honestly say that he's probably a little bit better than Will Anderson. Aiden Hutchinson is the real deal. Number 2 on the list, They have the top running back duo in college football. Hassan Haskins and Blake Corum. Haskins broke a long-standing record at Michigan, rushing for 20 touchdowns in a season. He's tied for first in the country this year with rushing touchdowns. Let's see. It says Haskins finds success as a heavy hitter for Michigan, moving the chains while carrying linemen on his back. His ability to get extra yardage will be critical in a game against a team that will actively try to shut down Michigan's rush attack. Then you have Blake Corum. Whoa. Okay. So that happened. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, hold on. Yes. Okay. I apologize. I guess it's working now. I don't know what it was, but I was using my phone. But let's just start over. What's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard here, Ballard Sports Media, all that. It's good to have this camera working. I don't know. It was something on StreamYard. I don't know what was going on, but it wasn't working. But again, I just want to start over. I'm not going to start up a new stream or anything and whatever, but let's just start over. I'll get you guys on and we'll hang out. But it looks like it's working on the computer now, and the camera and everything. It wants to cooperate, so I don't need my phone. But again, this from MazenBrew.com. 5 reasons Michigan will beat Georgia in the college football playoff. Again, I was just reading this to you guys, and then, of course, if you're watching this back, we had camera issues. But again, defense led by Heisman runner-up Aiden Hutchinson. That's reason number 1, Georgia could possibly lose this Michigan game, which is most likely. I mean, I know we've talked about Georgia all year long as the best team, and believe me, I've bought into it. But they just lost to Alabama. They just lost to the Heisman Trophy winner. They're vulnerable. They are. A defense led by Heisman runner-up Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan has met a lot of their success this season. I mean, I kind of already read all this, but to sum this up for you guys here, Michigan's defense is one of the best in the country. Is Georgia's the best? It seems like it. Do they have the best defensive-minded coach? I don't know. Maybe Kirby Smart is the best defensive-minded coach. There's a few of them out there that are more experienced and just better than Kirby. But anyway, I'm not here to go off on a rant about Kirby and all that. But reasons Michigan could beat Georgia. How did they win this game? Right? How do you win if you're Michigan? It's simple. It's not that hard. Alabama did it. They're the only team to beat Georgia this year. So, how does Michigan beat Georgia? Looking at the Orange Bowl, I think you got to have defense. You got to be able to put a stop to them. George Pickens got a little bit of playing time against Alabama. This is that time where they need him. They need a receiver. They need guys to catch the ball. You got to have good secondary play. And I think Michigan has that. I think that they've had it all year long. Of course, Georgia has had the same thing, right? But how does Michigan get to Georgia? Is it that hard? They're a pretty tough team. I mean, they're an actual contending national title team this year, which they haven't been since 2017, right? They didn't even win the division last year. I mean, Florida was amazing, but
they took a step back. And they bring a lot of those guys back this year, and they have probably one of the best defenses we have in college football going on the field on New Year's Eve, going up against probably the best offense, one of the best offenses. I'd say, Michigan and Alabama and Cincinnati, top 3 offenses, put them in whatever order. It's going to be a good game. But Michigan has the tougher challenge because as good as their offense is, so is Georgia's defense. Right? I mean, you're talking about what we've hyped up all year long is the best defense. And what halfway through this season, even though it's looked great all year long with Cade McNamara, it wasn't until maybe halfway through the season, maybe around week 5 or 6, where we said, okay, we got you, Michigan, but we want to see it against the bigger teams. They lost the game. They lost the rivalry game to Michigan State, but they've picked it up since then. They scored 42 on Ohio State. Their defense held what is a pretty decent, pretty good offense for Ohio State. They held them to 27 points. They beat Iowa. I've been saying this year that I think the 2 best defenses, regardless of where these teams are ranked, I think the 2 best defenses I've seen this year are Iowa's and Georgia's, right? The problem with Iowa is their offense. I've already talked about that enough. But this Michigan team scored 6 touchdowns, 42-3 in the Big Ten title game. So how did they take what they did in the Big Ten title game, what they did against Ohio State, what they did on Maryland, what they did on, how does Michigan take that into the Orange Bowl of 7:30 Eastern on New Year's Eve, December 31st of this year? We ring in the new year. How do they take that and put it in Miami when they go play Georgia? Is it going to be tough? Of course it's going to be tough, right? I know I've given Georgia a little bit of hell this year, and I apologize. But when you look at it, Michigan scoring 37 points a game. Now, Georgia scoring 39. But I'll be honest, what defenses have they really faced that much? Outside of maybe Alabama and maybe Clemson's defense, which Clemson's not that good, but their defense has been, if anything, the thing only keeping them in talks of just, I don't know, hey, they got some good stuff. But you're talking about this Michigan team that has 451 yards in total on the year in offense, that has rushed for over 200, that's passed for over 200, that scored 38 points a game. You're talking about this Michigan offense that's doing all that, and you think they can't go up and compete with Georgia's defense? You're insane. If Alabama was able to do it, Michigan can do it, right? Georgia's defense is amazing. Don't get it wrong, but they've got flaws. But I also will say this, and I don't want to turn this into a, rip on Georgia rant, but seriously, now Georgia's defense is in a position they got to buckle down. They got to. What offense, and this isn't a who have they played, but serious note, what offense has Georgia faced this year that is in the likes of what they had to play Saturday against Alabama, or what they're going to face on New Year's Eve with Michigan? Seriously. Now, to their credit, maybe outside of Iowa, I would say the same, that Michigan hasn't faced a defense like what they're going to face in Georgia. We don't know what's going to happen in this game. I'm not ready to predict this game yet. I'm going to get those out very soon. Maybe I would like to try to get them out before Christmas, and then take the holidays and just go ahead and just kind of relax during the holidays. Maybe get a video or 2 out just wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. But I would like to get these preview videos out for these games out very soon. But I think if you're Michigan, to sum this up real quick, you got the offense, you got the weapons, you got the quarterback, you got Jim Harbaugh with a great offensive mind, you got Hassan Haskins, Cade McNamara. You got to have explosive playmakers on the field. That's what Alabama did to Georgia. They had playmakers. Guys were actually catching the ball. The offensive line has stepped up. Their offensive line, and I said this about Alabama, and I'll say this about any team that plays Georgia, and if they do win this game, whoever they face in the national title, if you want to beat Georgia, your offensive line has got to play out of their freaking minds. Adam Anderson, Jordan Davis and company rushing you. They're rushing 4 or 5 guys off the line, coming at the quarterback left and right, up the middle, all over the place. They're going to get in Cade McNamara's face in this game. But what does Michigan have to do to prevent that? Well, you can't prevent it. But his decision-making is amazing. His receivers can catch the football. You make sure you got some good, speedy receivers like they do, and they're going to have a chance to go out there and make big plays and expose the secondary of Georgia and put them to rest and put them to sleep. And then this defensive mind, soft Kirby Smart, is going to blow up in his face. Roman Wilson, Eric All, Cornelius Johnson, those playmakers for Michigan, they got to be playmakers. Playmakers got to make plays. So how does Michigan beat Georgia? Well, I think if you go out in this game and you get off to a hot start, you go out guns blazing, firing, and you don't take your foot off the gas. UGA, yeah, their offense has some struggles, but I'd still keep them off the field. If you can put points up, because otherwise you're just going to make the defense get pretty ticked off that they're giving up all these points, and I guarantee you they're going to get it together. Don't get it wrong. They'll get it together, and they'll try to stop you in ways. And quite honestly, Michigan, their defense isn't all that, the best. They're not bad either. But basically, Michigan goes into this game, has an amazing offensive plan, goes out firing, and they can put some points up. They're going to the national title. I'm telling you. It's all about firepower, hard-hitting offense, strong offensive line. That's really what it comes down to. Forget your defense trying to stop Stetson Bennett and company, which is good. That will be a challenge. But man, if I'm Michigan and I'm Jim Harbaugh, and you want to look at the threat of Georgia, you're looking at that defense, man. But they're not unstoppable. Alabama was able to stop them. What do you think Michigan's going to do? Alabama gave you the blueprint to beat Georgia. This team that everyone was talking about ain't going to be stopped. Alabama told you how to do it. They showed you. You play like your life's on the line if you're an offensive lineman. And if you're a receiver, you get ahead and you don't let the secondary of Georgia get ahead of you. You outrun them. You have great talent, great speed, great hands. Go catch the football. Make big, explosive plays downfield. You need touchdowns, and you can win this game. I think Michigan's very capable of doing it. But again, this game on New Year's Eve, this is going to be a huge one. This is not my official preview and prediction for it, but I figured I'd just share with you guys, how can Michigan win this game? Offensive firepower plus an offensive-minded guru and Jim Harbaugh equals a successful Michigan victory over the Georgia Bulldogs. And I'll leave it there. All right. I'll go ahead and drop the link. Let's get you guys on. Let's talk some sports. I really didn't have much on this one. Bearcat Billy, what's up? Touchdown wins games of no bad sports media. Shut up, dumbass. Anyway. It's going to be a good one. I mean, I'm really curious on that. I'm really curious how these teams match up because I mean, a lot of people want to. Oh, it's gonna be Georgia and Alabama, and I'm not gonna rule that out. I think Michigan could get Georgia. I think Georgia finally played a team and got exposed. What's up, Sam?
What's up, man?
Hold on. You there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I had the site muted. I had the volume down. I apologize.
You're fine.
Yep. What?
See you later.
All right. See you. Have a good one. All right. What's up, buddy?
What's up to you?
Not much, man. What do you think about? I do want to bring this up. What do you think about Bo Nix leaving Auburn in the transfer portal, and where do you think he's going to go?
I think Bo Nix needs to stay at Auburn.
I think so too. He's a great quarterback. I mean, I've heard rumors that he was going to try to go to UCF because of Malzahn. I don't know.
Well, he's going to go up at UCF. UCF is not. Is UCF part of the Power 5?
They're a group of 5, I think.
Yeah. Bo Nix can go to Cincinnati.
Yeah. Well, Feinbaum had a quote this morning when he was on, I think he was on McElroy and Kublick on WJOX of Alabama. It's a big sports station. So, but Feinbaum had some words, and I'll share this with you guys here. He says, I think it's in his best interest, Greg. He was talking to Greg McElroy. And even though the season went well until he got hurt, and everyone close to that program knows the difficulty that he was encountering. There were people on that staff that wondered how long he would be able to exist. There's no reason to bring up old bones here, but there was clearly a disconnect at times between Bo, his coaches, and the rest of the team. I have no idea why that was the case because I'm just telling you what was disseminated through the pipeline. And basically, Feinbaum went on and said that he doesn't blame Bo Nix for transferring from Auburn. And quite honestly, I mean, I guess I don't, but I also do realize too, like, first off, he was from like Pinson Valley or whatever, I think, here in Alabama. Bo Nix was a 5-star recruit. He's the son of former Auburn quarterback Patrick Nix, who was really, really good for them in the 80s. He has potential. He was amazing in high school. And, I think that if you put him in the right position, yes, I think Bo Nix can be successful. He wasn't terrible at Auburn. I mean, a lot of people give him a lot of hell and crap because maybe he can't do this right or do that right or whatever. I really don't think that Bo Nix is that bad of a quarterback. And, him entering the transfer portal, it'll be interesting to see where he winds up. But, I think whoever gets him should be lucky to have Bo Nix as their quarterback. I really do, because I think he's very special. I think he's got good character. I mean, I know he made jokes about Alabama or whatever during Iron Bowl week, but I mean, that's just water under the bridge. I really think that he's got a good heart, good character. He's a team leader and a motivator. And I think he's shown that at Auburn. I just think that maybe with Malzahn and now this transition after 2 years with Gus Malzahn to Brian Harsin, I think the transition maybe hasn't worked out for him all that well. And I think that he's kind of realizing that. I mean, he got hurt a few weeks ago before the Iron Bowl, and they said he's going to be out the rest of the season. You know, you don't just up and leave a school because you're out the rest of the season. I mean, if you're hurt the rest of the season and you transfer before a bowl game or something, and they even grant you immediate eligibility, you're not going to play on that team right away. He's leaving because he wants what's best for him. And quite honestly, I don't want to say it's necessarily Auburn's not best for him, but maybe Brian Harsin and how his style of coaching is and everything. And he just doesn't feel like he has the locker room. He doesn't feel like he has the community of Auburn on his shoulders right now. He doesn't – it's like it's kind of died off on him a bit. And, you know, if I'm in his shoes, I'm saying I love and I respect all the people here, but I don't feel like I'm in the right position, and I got to get out. So – Bo Nix out at Auburn. It'd be interesting to see where he goes, but quite honestly, I don't blame him for leaving the Plains, and I'm not saying that because, it's Auburn. I'm saying that in Bo Nix's position, he's a guy that if he's in the right system, if, systematic quarterbacks, you see him all the time. If he's in the right system, the right position, someone can pick him up and develop him and turn him into an NFL type of quarterback, I think. And I don't want to say that Harsin can't do that, but from what this season has shown, it doesn't seem like it. Not that Brian Harsin's a bad hire. I'm not going to go off on that tangent or anything, but, clearly Bo Nix thinks he can do better than where he is right now at Auburn. And honestly, I would give him props for that. And, I'm sure it's not even an easy decision. Like I said, his dad played in the 80s, so his dad was a quarterback there. Auburn is in his blood. I think I saw something where you remember his first start in 2019 was against Oregon. Well, go back to 2010 when Cam Newton won the championship for Auburn against Oregon. I think Bo Nix said he was at that game. So, there's a lot of history in Auburn in his blood. So, this cannot be – I doubt this is an easy decision in so many ways for Bo Nix. But I credit the man for sticking up and just saying, look, I got to get out of here. And I'm not going to say he's going to go somewhere and win them a title next season or win the – I guess it depends on where he goes. But I think wherever he does go, if he's in the right position and he's under a great offensive mind, I think his draft stock for next year and just the stats and everything, I think he has the potential to be really, really great. And I think only time will tell. But overall, Bo Nix transferring from Auburn, not an easy decision for him, but I credit him. And I think that he's going to do great wherever he goes. Someone's going to pick him up and turn him into a quarterback star for sure.
Yeah, Bo Nix needs to stay with Auburn. That's all I got to say.
I think he should too, but also I don't blame him for leaving. Like, it's kind of 50-50. Like, let's say if he healed up this offseason, he heals up and he goes out and he comes back next year. Who's to say he doesn't have a major improved senior year? And you have all the other guys on offense coming back. They had a year under the Brian Harsin system. They got out of the Gus Malzahn system. and they've developed and they've improved and they've matured. I mean, who knows? But again, I don't blame them too much for leaving either. I mean, it's weird.
Yep. Well, Bo needs to stay at Auburn. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And not go somewhere else. He might go to UCF.
That's what I've heard. That's all the rumors that I've heard. He might team up with Gus Malzahn.
Boy, Gus was a good football coach to him.
He was a good coach for him in 2020 and 2019.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, I like the moments when you see Bo Nix and maybe he's not looking all that great. I don't think that's fully on him because I can see him. He doesn't just stand there in the pocket. He can throw the ball away. He can read some defenses. But, man, you got to have that offensive line blocking for him. And the play calling for Auburn in the past couple of years has not been that great. I mean, not the best at least. But
they beaten Georgia and Alabama.
they have.
But
Not with Bo Nix. Well, okay. Bo Nix did beat Alabama in the 2019 Iron Bowl. He did not beat Georgia, though.
Well, the coach beat Georgia and Alabama in 2019.
2017 was when yeah, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Where's everybody else at? Like JW and all that.
I don't know. I dropped the link. Anyone's welcome on. I see Hufferbilly and I saw you in there. So
yeah. I hope more pop in here pretty soon, I hope. Chess Hall's not live.
Nah. Hold on. Let me see if I can call this fool up. Calling Chess. Wait for it.
Call. I can give him the phone right now.
Yeah, you can.
Leave your name and number, and I'll give you a call back.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
I'm live. Get your butt over here.
Yeah, I thought more people
message.
I thought more people be showing up.
I thought so too. I mean, I see Hufferbilly in there. It says 5 people are watching. Hit that thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, man, I dropped the link. Anyone's welcome on here. I don't care if I know you or not. Anyone's welcome. Let's let's talk some sports. I mean, I'm ready for the playoffs and MLB. I hope it comes back soon. I mean, you got a couple months, but ready to get back to baseball. You got college basketball underway.
Yeah. Tennessee's going to be Alabama in basketball.
They actually might. I have heard some good things about Rick Barnes and the Tennessee Vols. They've looked like they've improved greatly this offseason and even this year in general.
Our baseball team is supposed to be better than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, our baseball team. Tennessee's.
I'll tell you what, man. Tennessee won the game on Saturday. Now, I don't care if you're in basketball, you played UNC Greensboro, the Spartans. Now, they are 7-3. So this is not like they played a bad team. But Tennessee won 76-36. If you can hold a team under 40 points, first off, it's hard to hold a team under 50. Sometimes, like the lowest on average that I normally see is 60 points for a team scoring that loses the game. But y'all held them and won the game 76-36 as Sam drops out. But Tennessee's defense is incredible, man. It's great. Tennessee's got some good defense. I mean, they literally outscored UNC Greensboro 33-15 in the first, and they outscored them 43-21 in the second half.
Yeah. Well, we got a big game coming against Arizona Wildcats.
Yeah. UNC, y'all got to look at these stats here. Look at this. Team stats for this game. Forget this real quick for a second. Whew. Total rebounds, 26, 31. Offensive rebounds, 5, 14. 4 blocks for the Vols. They got 7 turnovers. They had 13 steals in this game. 13 steals. That's good. Now, Tennessee might suck in football, but man, their basketball team is going places. I'll give them props.
Over the SEC championship. Do not make a bet with him. I bet a guy $1,000. He does a YouTube podcast that goes by the name of Uncle Lou. I doubt you've ever heard of him, but I know the Georgia fans have heard of this dude. Bet him $1,000. And now he won't answer my calls. Imagine that. That is shocking that somebody did not pay up on that.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Someone called the Five Bomb Show, I guess, talking about Uncle Lou not paying up a bet. And this a man that gets pissed because you don't pay up a bet. I mean, seriously.
He made a bet with Uncle Lou, then they didn't pay
And
it.
Lou lost. Whatever the bet was, he lost. I got to go back and hear that whole... I got to hear that whole show or something. That was like Friday. But who do you think's making the national title? Who's going to win those games, man?
I'm going to say Cincinnati and possibly Georgia.
Cincinnati and Georgia get a rematch of last year's Peach Bowl?
Yeah, or Georgia or Alabama.
Do you see any way, though, like, can Michigan beat Georgia, you think?
No, Georgia's going to crush Michigan. Georgia is going to crush them. Michigan's got no way to win. You gotta look at the stats, you know.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. Not so fast, my friend.
Not so fast. I love Corso.
Me too. Terry said that. No fast. No fast. Not so fast, my friend. Okay, Terry, what do you mean? I want to see Cincinnati play Georgia in the national title game.
It's very possible.
I know Cincinnati can beat Bama. I know they can.
Oh yeah, I mean it's look, this Bama team, and I'm not saying this because they lost to A&M, but they're not unbeatable. I mean and even if they had won that game, and had everything else like the Heisman Trophy, the SEC title, if they had all that, like nobody's unbeatable, nobody's unstoppable, and this is not. I'm still gonna say this. I don't think we're repeating as champions. We're either going to lose to Cincinnati or they make the title, Georgia gets them, or Michigan gets them. Just being realistic. Now, I mean, would it be that big of a surprise to me if they did win?
Michigan is not going. Michigan is not going to win the national title. Not happening.
They have a chance.
Yeah, but I believe Georgia gets it done.
You think Georgia's going to win it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Against Michigan.
All right. I mean, that's look, I'm not blaming you for saying that, man. I mean, truly, I've been saying since the preseason that I think Georgia would win it, and I think that they could still. I mean, look, all I'm saying is this: whoever it is, I don't think it's going to be Alabama because it's just very hard to repeat. And even though this team is coming together at the right time, it's still one of those where they still have some issues. And it's possible playing one of the four other teams or three other teams, I should say, it could get exposed. Just is what it is, man. That's just what I believe. I'm just saying.
Terry, I want Alabama to lose. That's what I've been saying. I think Alabama should wait for another year, you know? They got the players to win national title, but I think they should
They're
wait.
still young.
Yeah, but I think they should wait till next year, you know? Come back next year a lot tougher, you know?
Yeah. I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
It's going to be Cincinnati winning the whole thing.
You got Cincinnati all the way then.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I'm not doubting that. I'm not counting that out. And I know a lot of people like to look at Cincinnati and say, yeah, they're good, but they haven't played any. Stop. This whole Cincinnati hasn't played anybody. Who the hell cares? They have one of the top quarterbacks in the draft in Desmond Ritter. Right?
Who's their quarterback?
What?
Who's their quarterback?
Desmond Ritter?
Desmond Ritter. He's going to be drafted to the Detroit Lions first round.
I could see that actually. That would be. I think that'd be a good fit for him.
Wisconsin sports fan, come up here, buddy.
They have a key corner. They have a key corner who's top 15 in the draft. I would say one of the top 15 prospects, and Ahmed Gardner. You got a defensive linebacker and Myjah Sanders. You got a good running back, Ethan Wright, Justin Harris. I mean, they got some key guys. I mean, this is not one of those, they played a bunch of scrub teams and now they're in the playoffs and undefeated and we don't even know who they are. These are some guys, man. I'm telling you, keep your eye on them. I mean, there's some key draft eligible guys this year. There's even some key guys out there that aren't quite, they're not ready for the draft yet, but they will be in a year or two down the road. They have some players. And I think Luke Fickell is an amazing coach. And I think that he has definitely taken this program to just incredible heights this year.
Yep. Wisconsin sports fans said he can't come in because I don't know. Can't come in right now. He might be doing homework. Did you hear what I said?
I missed it.
Wisconsin sports fan can't come on the panel right now. He might be doing homework.
Yeah. He says he ain't got none. Me neither. It's finals week. I just got to go to school, take a test, and get it done with.
Well, I want Wisconsin sports fan to come up on the panel and give his thoughts, what he thinks. Because it's only me and you on the panel.
Yeah.
Same Byron, not much happening.
I will say that if Georgia and Alabama do lose, I think college football will just be having a party in the streets because the SEC teams didn't make the national title.
Well,
I'm just saying. I mean, I'll sit if Georgia makes
I
it.
want to see Georgia and Cincinnati play for the national title.
Okay.
That's it.
I think if Georgia makes it and Alabama doesn't, that's what's really going to make me mad because of the Georgia fans that'll rant and rave like, oh, we made the title and Bama didn't. But if both teams miss out on it, I'll just kind of smile and laugh that we have a Michigan-Cincinnati national championship between Harbaugh and Fickell. And I'm just going to be like, you know what? Bring it. Give us
Harbaugh's not going to make the national title because he's going to get beat.
No, we don't know that.
Well, I do. I know that.
Oh yeah? Have you seen the future? What's the first play of the game going to be?
I don't know yet, but I know Georgia will get it done.
All right.
I'm cheering for the SEC to lose.
What?
Can I poke my head in?
I guess.
On live?
Yeah. I don't have the camera on. Are you actually watching my stuff?
I am.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second, Sam. Hey, my grandmother's here. She has a few words.
Hey, Sam.
Hi.
Hey, this is Terry. We've been
Hi,
chatting.
Terry.
Hey, I will love this national championship game as long as the SEC is not involved.
What the? You're a Volunteer fan and you're laughing at that?
Tennessee Volunteers suck.
Tennessee, Michigan in the title game. What do you think?
I'd love it for entertainment.
Not happening.
Well, you never know.
Georgia
Miracles
is
can
going to
happen.
beat Michigan. End of story. So
I believe in miracles.
I believe Georgia will beat Michigan. Sorry.
Oh, well, we'll see. We'll talk after, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, my Nana.
Hey, bye. Your Nana's crazy.
What?
Your Nana's crazy.
You be careful how you talk about her, douche.
Sorry, man.
I'm just messing with you.
I know.
Look, all I say is
I'm
this,
just saying what the statement she made. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah. For sure.
Why'd you call me a douche? I was just joking, man.
I was just messing with you too.
Yeah. I like your nanny, man.
Yeah.
She's pretty nice.
She's a Penn State fan.
I like Penn State too.
Yeah, they just I don't think I can ever pick Penn State in the preseason again because they just every time I do, they disappoint me. You know, like they just yeah, I don't know what to say other than they're one of the most disappointing teams every single year.
Where are you at, Ballard?
What?
Where are you at? South Carolina?
I'm in Alabama.
Alabama?
Jeff,
What's
what's up,
in
buddy?
the chat? Roll Tide.
Get in here, buddy. Let's go. Let's talk these games and stuff. I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna do some bowl previews. Maybe get a couple out. I'll tell you what. I'm excited for Iowa State and Clemson. I think that could be a good one. I haven't asked Jeff much on this one, but now that we're starting with bowls this week and everything, in fact, I think they play next Wednesday or
It's going to be Purdue playing
something.
Tennessee
That could be a
in the
good
Midget City Bowl.
what?
I don't know who's going to win that game, the Vols or Purdue.
Honestly, man, with the streak that how many games have you guys won in a row? Like, what's your win streak?
We have not won a bunch in a row. Last time we won in a row was 6. We won 7 in a row, and that was in 2019.
Well, I mean, for this season alone,
0.
Oh, did you lose to Vanderbilt? Are you serious?
No, we beat Vanderbilt, but we lost to Pitt, Bama, Georgia, Florida, Ole Miss.
Okay, but at the very least, you won your last 2 games.
Yeah,
I think finishing 7-5, the fact that you're in a bowl game, you finished 3rd in the East, and all but South Carolina and Pitt, your losses were to ranked and good teams. At least at the time that you played them. I really think the Vols could have some momentum. Dude, I think you guys could beat I think you could beat Purdue.
I don't think we can beat Purdue. I think Purdue's going to crush us.
Yeah.
We're 7-5. They got a better record than us. Purdue does.
Here's one I want to look at, and I think I looked at it last week, but I'll look at it again because this one's very interesting to me. Missouri disappointed this year. I mean, they went 6-6. That's not bad, but I expected them to maybe finish behind Georgia, 2nd in the East. Army, coming off the Army-Navy game, they lost to Navy. Both of these teams ended the season on a loss. This is the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. on December 22nd next week. We're 9 days away from it. It's going to be 8 o'clock game on ESPN. What do you think about this matchup?
Well, I gotta go with Army Black Knights. Cause one of my former one of my friends plays on that team.
On Missouri?
No, on the Army Black Knights. That went to Greenville High School. Named K. Ballard.
Yes, that's right. Good last name there. I'm not related to him, by the way, in case anyone's wondering.
But he played for Greenville, and his dad coached our high school football team about 2 years ago, and for 10 years, and his son is the quarterback for the Army Black Knights.
Yeah, I'll say this about this matchup. Normally, I would pull for Missouri, just and it's not an SEC bias, but I mean, just being in the South and everything, you want to see SEC teams do good, unless it's like as a Bama fan, Tennessee or Auburn. But I can never bring myself, as someone who loves this country, forget loving the South. I love America. And I love this country, and I'm thankful. And I said this weekend with the Army-Navy game. I am thankful for those who serve. And the Army Black Knights, the Navy Midshipmen, and all of those. I mean, those are academies. It's more than just football teams. I mean, these are the academies. This is where the people that want to serve in the Army, the military, the Navy, and all that, they go there because they want to serve this country. So I mean, I can never pull against them. So I mean, of course, I'm gonna pull for Army. Could I see Missouri winning this game though? Of course, I could see that happening. You look at this. I mean, they got 29 points a game, 33 points a game for Army. Overall, man, I don't see Missouri with a whole lot of offense this year. I mean, Connor Bazelak, he's thrown for over 2,000 yards. He's got 16 touchdowns, but he's got 11 picks, man. And the losses that they've had, they have not had very much offense. And even in their wins, I mean, they only won by 1 against Florida in overtime. They had to hit a field goal, or it was at least a field goal type of game, a 3-point win over South Carolina. I mean, I know a lot of teams struggled offensively against Georgia, but I mean, still, they only got 6. They scored only 17 on Arkansas. So, I mean, Missouri has not had the best of offense this season. They really haven't. Now, Army can put some points up. They got 33. They only got 94 yards passing this season. It's crazy. But overall, I mean, I don't know if I want to predict a score, but I'll say this. I think it's kind of a coin flip. The spread is 3.5 Army. I don't know. I want Army to win it. Like I said, this is going to be in Fort Worth, Texas. 57-degree weather next Wednesday.
Army's going to win that game, man.
I'm gonna have to go with Army too. I think, especially coming off the loss to Navy, you lose one of the biggest traditional rivalry games in the Army-Navy game. You shake off a 4-point loss. I think you get a pretty good victory over Missouri. But again, I don't know what to predict score-wise, but I will say, man, I really do want to predict a score. I guess I could come up with one real quick. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't see – it's going to be a long day for that Missouri offense. They're really not going to get much. And Army's not going to get much either. I'd say give me Army to win. I think it's going to be a really low-scoring type of game. Crap.
I think Army's going to blow out Missouri.
I don't know if it's going to be a blowout. I'd say 2 touchdowns. Army could win, though, maybe 28-14. I don't see a whole lot of offense in this game, but I think maybe it's one of those where these offenses struggle. Maybe you get lucky with a touchdown or 2. I don't see a whole lot of, turnover as in you'll probably see the punt team out there a few times. You might see a pick. You might see a fumble. I really think these offenses won't have a whole lot in them, especially Missouri. But I could see like a 28-14 Army victory in this game. I think it'll be good, but I'm looking forward to it. And as much as I always want to say SEC, I can never pull against Armed Forces Academy. And again, thank you to all the servicemen and women out there who serve this great country and protect us and our freedoms. But overall, I mean, I'm not even picking Army because of that. I just think they're a better team than Missouri, and I think it'll show up here in this bowl game in a week.
That's them. K. Ballard.
Yeah.
K. Ballard on the left. That's it. That's our former Greenville High School quarterback. For 4 years. That took us to the state championship twice.
Awesome.
Yeah. I hope he's going to be the quarterback against Missouri. For Army against Missouri, I hope.
Yeah.
With him as quarterback, Missouri, they're going to get their butt handed to them.
Yeah. We could look at a bunch of different games here.
Come on, Jeff Webster. Has it been 10 minutes yet?
I don't know. 9 minutes.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah. I gotta go find out what Celine's up to.
Yeah. Is he live?
Well, I'm about to look.
I thought he normally doesn't go live on a Monday. He comes or goes live on Wednesdays, I thought.
He's not. Somebody's live right now.
Yeah. Hey, give me 1 second. You can entertain the people. I'm going to step aside real quick.
Okay.
All right, sorry about that. Anyway, anyone's welcome on. It looks like Sam Bell stepped out. I'm still here. Let's just hang out, talk some sports. Merry Christmas to everybody, too. Anyone watch any good movies lately? I watched first 2 Home Alones or whatever. And, but yeah, like I said, I'll get some bowl previews out for you. I mean, nothing too fancy. I mean, obviously I'll get one for the like each semifinal. I want to look at. I know I looked at it last week, but I might go back and clip it when I was talking with. I think I was talking with Ugga Boy about the UCF Florida game. But I'd also like. I mean, these bowl matchups are awesome in terms of the teams that are playing. Like, you got Clemson and Iowa State, right? You got the Alamo Bowl with Oregon, Oklahoma. Forget about what bowl game it is. Oh, what's the Alamo Bowl? What is that? Oklahoma's not even in the New Year's. Who cares? I mean, the New Year's Six bowls are huge, right? Don't get it twisted. That should be every team's goal at minimum. New Year's Six bowl, right? 10-win, 8-win season. But man, like, the Music City Bowl is Purdue, Tennessee. Who cares if it's the Music City Bowl? I'm watching Tennessee and Purdue. I'm watching that more so because Purdue, outside of record, has been a pretty good team this year. And Tennessee shouldn't be in a bowl game after the offseason that they had. I don't care, dude. I don't care if Tony the Tiger and the Gator Bowl or whatever. I don't care what the semifinals are. I mean, I'm not saying you got to switch it up or whatever. I don't care. Alabama and Cincinnati, Georgia and Michigan, those are the 4 best teams right there. They got it right. I don't care what bowl game or where you have them played. I want to see those teams play on the field. The Outback Bowl, Penn State and Arkansas. That is going to be a heck of a matchup. Penn State's defense against Sam Pittman and what he's done offensively for Arkansas this year, and even defensively, that'd be great. Ole Miss and Baylor in the Sugar Bowl? Seriously. I mean, I don't care where the games are played. I don't care. It's more so who's playing in them. Who cares where? And what the name of the bowl game is. But yeah, I'm gonna get some bowl previews out for you guys. Maybe one each for Oh, Jeff, I'm sorry about that, man. I didn't hear the beep and I wasn't looking at the back room. Hop back in, buddy. I got you. I apologize. But yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of great bowl games this year. I'm not going to preview every bowl game, but I'd like to at least get some stuff in for like the New Year's Six. Like this Notre Dame, Oklahoma State, that's something I could preview for the Fiesta Bowl. There's a few of them out there to look at. Sam left. I don't know why he head out, but he did. Whew. There we go. Sorry about that, Jeff.
Where'd our boy Sam go?
I don't know. He just took off, man. I don't know.
Come back, Sam.
Oh, here's something. 15 minutes ago, Fox College Football tweeted something out. College football's most valuable programs. Let me see if I can share this real quick on Twitter. And zoom in. Most valuable programs in college football. Texas takes the list. Actually, they're tied with A&M at $147 million. Michigan, $139 million. Bama, $134 million. Although, if you want to count all the championship trophies, we're worth more than that. Ohio State. I don't know why I never truly care about all this stuff. But I mean, this is like money for like athletic facilities and everything. And I mean, I just want to make a point. I don't think any of this truly matters, in my opinion, like how much money a program has. I mean, it matters for them. But the fact that we tweet about this stuff and talk about it and we rave about how valuable a program is based on money, in my opinion, is ridiculous. I mean, Florida's making just as much money as Auburn. Dabo. Dabo, with the money you make, 77 million for Clemson? That's crazy. What's up, LW? Roll Tide. Good to see you in here.
LW, get in here.
Yeah,
We need
man.
a third. Rooms are always better when it's more than two, because two is just people talking to
Just
each other.
babbling. Yeah.
Right. Three or more is people bouncing ideas and conversation moving around.
Yeah. So what do you think about that though? Like, does the amount of money a program makes compared to another, like off revenue or whatever, like, does that matter to you at all, Jeff? When you look at college football programs?
Wouldn't matter to me if I was a recruit. I'd be looking at facilities, coaches, academic programs, but I mean, you can't tell me that it doesn't matter if you're making 30 million and somebody else is making 90. I mean,
Right.
That does make a hell of a difference. That
Well,
shows
college
up. It shows up
football-
physically. It shows up, all sorts of places.
Sadly to say it, I really do think college football in a way is like a business, not like the NFL, but when you see stuff like that in facilities and ticket sales and think about how recruiting is, I mean, we're not buying, I mean, there's some people out there buying players, but I mean, it's kind of a business. I mean,
What was Bama's income? 134.
something like that, yeah.
All right, now that's before expenses. That's just revenue generated and what the program's worth, what its capital is worth.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who cares the most about that 134 million. The men's and women's tennis team, the men's and women's track team,
Yeah.
the swimming team, the softball team, the baseball. That's who cares about that. The academic scholarships, the building funds.
Yes.
That's paying for everything.
The athletic director.
That's not just paying for football.
Yeah.
That's funding all the other stuff. That's why the campus is 25% bigger physically than it was when I was a student. That's why there's more than twice. That's why there's more than twice the number of students that are there. When I was a student, there were somewhere between 16 and 18,000 undergraduates at the University of Alabama. Now there's somewhere between 32 and 34.
And you got to think too. I mean, I don't know the last time you went to Tuscaloosa, but they have added a lot of stuff, man. I mean, you think about the money they're putting in to the whole campus. Where do y'all think that's coming from? Nick Saban and Alabama once again on top of college football. How about that, Coach?
Bryant Denny Stadium did not seat 80,000 when I was a student. It was less than 80,000. Now it seats 104.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a lot less than 80,000. Wasn't it like only, what was it?
Well, they added the whole top ring. They expanded the end zones. None of that was there. That was all different when I was there.
Yeah.
And I haven't been on campus. I haven't been to Tuscaloosa since 2015. It's been 6 years.
Yeah.
I was there in 10. I was there in 9, 10, and 15. That's the last 3 times I've been to Tuscaloosa, 9, 10, and 15. Because a bunch of us got together and had an unofficial 20th class reunion in 09.
Oh, that's awesome.
Then I went back the next year to visit some friends that I didn't get to see in 09. I went back in 10. And then in 15, I went down just because I wanted to see some of the changes that had been made. And I have not been since.
Yeah.
Of course, my dad died in 01, so I don't have any family down there,
Yeah.
And the 3 guys that I lived with, that I shared a house with for 2 years, one of them has passed away, and the other 2 don't live in Tuscaloosa. So my three best closest college buddies, one has died of cancer and two don't live in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
So I don't really have here's why I'm going to Tuscaloosa all the way from Iowa reason anymore.
Yeah. I've been to
Hell, I'm in
Tuscaloosa.
Chicago. I'm in Chicago 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah.
And that's 6 hours away. Tuscaloosa's, if I had to drive it,
Oh God.
I could drive it in, let's say 16 hours.
Ooh. Wow.
Let's see, it would take, it'd be around 900 miles. Let's see, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I was by myself, I would take longer breaks because I don't have anybody to switch off driving.
Yeah. Just get
Yeah,
some-
I could do it. I could do it in 16 hours
That's not bad.
if I drove it. Now I would fly down to see my dad, and that would be either Des Moines to Atlanta to Birmingham or Des Moines to St. Louis to Birmingham. You couldn't fly
Straight through.
straight to Birmingham from not from Des Moines. Not from Des Moines, you have to go somewhere else before you can go anywhere.
That sucks.
And then my dad would just drive from Tuscaloosa to Birmingham to pick me up. I mean, he would, because there's no way I'm going to pay for an extra flight to fly from Birmingham to Tuscaloosa. That's ridiculous. Why would you do that?
Yeah. I mean, it took, it's like a 9.5-hour drive from here to where my parents are in Florida. When I flew, and, again, I never flew on a plane before May of this year because I flew down to see my mom and my dad and my brother for Mother's Day or whatever. So it took maybe 45 minutes by plane to get there. And I'm like, whoa, that was fast. And it's like, yeah, we just kind of, and I got a window seat. So I'm looking down and I just see everything getting smaller and smaller and just how, I mean, it's going pretty fast. You might not think it is, and it might not feel like it, but man, you're traveling. And first of all, you don't have to deal with stops or traffic in a plane too. So, I mean, what would have been a 9.5-hour drive took maybe only half an hour to get there by plane. So, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Well, if you fly out of Des Moines and you fly into Chicago, O'Hare or Midway, either one,
Yeah.
you can make that drive in 5.5 or 6 hours.
Nice.
The flight takes you about 90 minutes. It takes you half an hour to get there, and then you spend an hour circling around waiting for your turn to land. So that's how that goes. You go up and you barely reach altitude, and then you come back down again, and then you just keep circling, waiting for your turn to land. But you can, the drive isn't bad. I mean, if you leave at 9 in the morning, you're there by 3 in the afternoon. The trick about Chicago is where exactly are you going and what time of day do you want to get there? Because if you get into the city and it's the early morning or the late afternoon, you're screwed because that's when everybody else is on the road.
Yeah.
You want to arrive after 6 o'clock at night or somewhere around 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Then nobody's on the road. You can move. You can get around.
Yeah.
Avoid only a fool decides to show up in Chicago between 4 and 6. You're asking for it.
Yeah. And that, what's even worse is it's not only, I mean, it's a popular city. I mean, even some smaller cities have some bad traffic in rush hour, but that I'm sure it's
it can be
pretty bad.
I mean, hell, even Des Moines can have bad traffic at the wrong time.
Yeah.
At the morning and evening rush, there's quite a bit of traffic on the road. Now it's not New York or Chicago or Atlanta or what, it's Des Moines. It's, it's 400,000 people. It's not 3 million.
Yeah, man.
I mean, when you there's a sign, there's like a historical marker type sign on the corner of State and Madison, right in the middle of the loop.
Yeah.
And it says, if you were standing here reading this sign within a 1 mile circle in any direction during the middle of the work week, within a 1 mile circle of this sign, there are more than 1 million people.
Wow.
So just think about that. You take a string and you go out 1 mile and you make a circle, and there's 1 million people inside that circle during the middle of a normal workday week. I'm sure it's that way obviously it's that way in LA and New York too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 30,000 people working the Empire State Building. 30,000.
Yeah.
Inside one building.
That's true. I mean, and you think of, I don't know what I was going to say. Not that it has anything to do with it. I mean, but you think of like the bigger cities have not only, it's so talked about, so everybody's got to go there, but also like, I'm sure, like, you ever run into any famous people in Chicago?
Have I?
I mean, like in general, but I mean, like who? There's a few famous people out there, I think. So I mean,
well, I mean, I've seen athletes and people like that. And my sister, when she was a student at Loyola, she saw several different. She went to the on site and stood behind the ropes and watched them film scenes from several different Hollywood movies. So she saw several famous actors and actresses.
oh wow.
And her and my mom sat as far as you from your TV from Dan Marino, his wife, and 2 of his kids.
Yeah.
They were having lunch at Uno's Pizza, and my mom and my sister were literally the next table over. I mean, the Marinos were right there. She could have reached out and hit him with her purse.
Right.
And they felt so bad because people wouldn't leave him alone. They kept walking up to him, have an autograph, and he was getting irritated. He finally said, if you wait for me outside, I'll be happy to sign for you, but I'm sitting here trying to have lunch with my family.
Yeah.
So when my mom and my sister heard that, they thought, well, we'll wait and we'll catch him outside. Well, he went outside, they went outside, and there were, 120 people waiting to get his autograph, so they didn't even bother.
Oh wow.
But my sister did get, because she was with a couple of her girlfriends. There's like 2 or 3 of them. They were in Mr. Biggs. Mr. Biggs is it's not a chain. It's a one place. It's just one. It's a deli, but it's famous for its sub sandwiches, and it's actually famous for its potato salad. But anyway, a lot of famous people go there, but that's not why she went there. She went there because it's very close to Loyola's campus.
Yeah.
So she's in there, and a big SUV pulls up front, and it's Ron Harper and Scottie Pippen when they both played for the Bulls.
Oh wow.
They walk in, and they had called in an order, and the guy puts this big cardboard box up on the deli counter, and there must be like 15 subs in there. They ordered, for a bunch of people, whatever. And I asked my sister how much was the bill, and she said, I don't know. The guy didn't say anything. He just kind of showed the receipt to Ron Harper.
Yeah.
And I said, well, how much do you think it was? And she says, I don't know. She said, but he pulled out $200 bills and handed it to the guy and said, that'll take care of it. And the guy said, oh, thank you, Mr. Harper. And their menu is printed on a sheet of paper, so you can just like grab it off the top of the deli counter. Okay, it's like a sheet of paper.
That's
And
cool.
Kathy's like, "Oh, Mr. Pippen, would you please sign for me?" And they're like, "Sure." They were like, "Okay, sure." And they grabbed a pen and run. So my sister got Scottie Pippen and Ron Harper's autograph on a Mr. Biggs menu.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, Nate? Did your name say Walgreens has a bigger bite?
Yeah,
Than
Trenches changed it for some reason.
To say what?
His name is supposed to be Wolverines have a bigger bite than a bulldog, but I guess he's saying that Trenches trolled him and changed his name the other day and made it say Walgreens has a bigger bite than a bulldog.
Oh.
Whatever the hell that's supposed to mean.
I was like, who
Just
the
tell
hell?
him.
Right.
Just tell him Georgia's not the Bulldogs; they're the Poodles.
Right.
That'll make
Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun.
Go Blue.
Oh. Oh yeah.
So, not saying this is going to happen or not, but if Cincinnati pulls off a win, what's your first reaction word?
Congrats to him. I mean, that's really all I got. And I guess depending on how the outcome of the game goes, you look at, first off, I'll get on here and Jeff will be one of the first ones and I'll be like, well, let's see what we did wrong. Bill O'Brien and everybody needs to get the hell out of Tuscaloosa. I don't know.
That's not what I'll say.
I don't know, man. That's what I would say.
What I'll say is I'll point to my phone and tell the paramedic dial the first 3 emergency numbers because they'll be taking me to the hospital and I want them to call my mom and my brother and my best friend, let them know what's going on.
Though, if we win the game, I'm gonna be like, go Bama,
go Bama, go Bama, go Bama, go. Go Bama, go
Bama,
go Bama, go.
Da 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 da.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, I got a whole playlist of all these teams' different fight songs, and a little bit more in there. Basically, college football stuff.
Hey,
A-L-A-B-A-M-A. Roll Tide, roll.
Can you play Anchors Away by Navy's fight song? Although
Jeff, I can. I also got a. Hold on.
Da, 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 da.
This.
Yep. Boom, boom, boom.
I thought it was deeper. Huh. Oh. That's not. Wait, is it right? I don't know.
It all depends upon whose band is playing it and where it's at. And
oh, okay.
Lou did. I watched the replay of the morning show the other day when Lou was ranking all the fight songs, and he missed about 10 good ones that they didn't play.
Yeah,
they didn't play Illinois. They didn't play Northwesterns.
Yeah, he doesn't like Illinois for some reason.
I'm gonna play. Let me play one more. This one's for you, Nate. Here you go.
Oh God. Okay. God dang it. Oh yeah, it's Go Blue.
Roll Tide, roll.
No.
Let's roll Tide, roll.
Let's
Roll
go,
Tide,
Blue.
go! Go, go!
There you go.
Hey, so what were you saying, Jeff? About the fight songs, the morning show thing, or whatever.
Oh, there were about 5 or 6 good ones he didn't play. He picked some rotten ones to play, and he missed some good ones. He missed Northwestern, he missed Illinois, both of which are played at hundreds of high schools all across the United States.
Right.
They're both popular fight songs that he missed. He missed both of them.
Yeah.
You just jumped on here and said, "Let me ask you something."
The hell. But yeah, I actually like the Ask You Wow Wow fight song, but or Illinois fight song, but
oh, well, that you want to hear something really cool, Ballard.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to spell it out for you if you want to type it in.
Yeah, just do the
I'm
pirate
listening.
chat.
Go ahead.
What? Oskee, Oskee. So Oskee dash wow, WOW dash wow. So it's Oskee wow wow, and then type in acapella.
Oh, you were showing me this one.
Yeah, ACAPELLA. Let Nate hear that. You'll love this version, Nate. You'll love it.
This is awesome. These kids.
It's a bunch of kids. It's like the Glee Club kids singing it.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is. This is really
is
good,
it.
Nate.
Oh.
You'll like this version, Nate.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
It's
Oh my God, I've got goosebumps. I literally have goosebumps. This takes me back to junior high and high school. I love it. I'm playing basketball in the backyard on Gainey's court. We're playing like we're the Illini. Oh yeah. Oh
yeah. I remember. I'm going to be honest. Watching the Iron Bowl, you see Auburn win sometimes, but when I heard their fight song, I could not help but say,
"This shit is poverty."
yeah. You should put Vic's "Well Fuck" because that's what I think when I hear the Auburn fight song. I
need to get that one. I got this.
Too bad,
one
Vic.
for you.
We need Vic in here. Vic needs to join us.
I dropped the link. Vic, come on in, buddy. And I need a
Get in here,
Roll Tide.
Get in here, Chairman. We're talking about fight songs. USC's got a great fight song. I like, I didn't have a problem with them being ranked really high.
Actually, Colorado has a good fight song too.
Yeah, I mean, Oskee Wow Wow is one of those things like that's not the Illinois fight song. That's just a chant they do. That's not their official fight song.
So what's
their official fight song is called Illinois Loyalty. But if you play that, everybody's heard that too. You got to play that, Ballard. That's the one I was hoping Lou would play.
Yeah, Michael Vick in here.
It's called Illinois Loyalty.
Okay.
Illinois Loyalty. Okay.
Yeah. Now, lots of high schools, use this. I mean, there's a lot of high schools in Iowa that it's just one of those, like the Michigan one, the Michigan and Notre Dame and Wisconsin. A lot of high schools
They're
use those.
all
My
iconic.
high school used On Wisconsin. That was our fight song.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah.
Yours too, Vic? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Illinois is used. Illinois and Northwestern are two that Lou didn't play that are used by a lot of high schools, and people don't know whose it is. But when they hear it, they go, "Oh, I've heard that before." They just don't know who it belongs to.
Here we go. This.
Yeah, now that's the real Illinois fight song, but they're playing it real slow though. Well, that's too fast. Well, that's good enough. We don't need to hear the whole thing. See that album, that college faves, that game day faves that you're playing right there.
Yeah.
Every single fight song they recorded is slower than it's actually played.
Oh, okay.
Because I think it's just the recording. Because the Texas A&M song, Lou's like, well, that was great, but it's too slow. And everybody in the comments section, Lou was ignoring that. Yeah, everybody in the comment section was ignoring him, but Lou was ignoring him, but they were trying to tell him that's not the speed the Texas A&M band plays it at. They play it faster than that.
Okay, well, we put...
Sorry.
Go ahead, Vic.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Vic.
Yeah, so we put it at 1.25 speed, and it was perfect. So.
Yeah. I just think that that particular recording, that album or whatever the case may be, all of them are slower because like he played the Iowa State fight song, and I've been listening to the Iowa State fight song with my own ears, standing right in front of the Iowa State band for 30 years, and I know it's not played that slow.
Now, Ballard. Oh, sorry.
What?
Now on the when you're at instead of doing game day faves, just look up the fight songs names and.
I got a whole playlist, honestly, of.
No, not just. I want to do game day faves because, like Jeff said, it's a little slower than the fight songs that are actually playing, but.
Yeah, hey Ballard, just type in go you GOYOU go you Northwestern.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not trying to be,
the Catholic high school in West Des Moines that's won 6 of the last, I think there's 6 of 8 in football in Iowa. They use Go You Northwestern as their fight song. So I mean, there's a lot of great ones out there. Never mind whether you like the school or not.
This one.
Yeah. Yep. But again, you have to people think the Florida State fight song is and that's just their war chant. That's not their fight song.
Yeah.
It's pretty different.
That's why Indians call it war chants.
Right. Something like, doesn't Georgia use the Battle Hymn of the Republic?
Yeah. That's good.
Because I think Georgia uses the battle hymn of the Republic, which I find funny because here's a Southern state that fought the Confederacy, and they use the Union Army's fight song.
I know.
Yeah.
What, Vic?
Like I said, like I got Spotify. I got a whole playlist of fight songs. I mean,
Well, there's a lot of them that are really good. I mean, I can't stand Ohio State, but they've got a nice fight song.
Right.
You know,
I mean, even I'm going to be honest. Clemson's isn't that bad either. I mean, it's not. You know, it's Clemson.
There's a lot of people that absolutely hate Notre Dame, but they think the fight song is good.
Right.
You know. And quite frankly, there were some that Lou and Vic were playing that I'd never even heard.
What was it?
Like what?
Like the Florida State, their actual fight song. I'd never heard of it.
That either.
I like the Florida and Miami. I absolutely never in my whole life have ever even paid attention. I wouldn't have known that was their fight song if you would have given me a $10 bet.
Was it good? I
didn't like either one.
I'm gonna play this one. Well, no,
I like Texas A&M's. I'll tell you the one thing. I'll tell you this. You know, Texas A&M used to be in the Big 12, and before that,
Right.
it was Southwest. When they were in the Big 12, and they would come to Ames, and they would bring their band.
No.
I've said this before. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. It's the only time ever I've seen the Iowa State fans not go to the bathroom, not go to the concession stand at halftime. They actually stayed and watched the other guy's band. The Texas A&M band is awesome.
Yeah.
Their fight song's good. How they march is good. It's really
the uniforms
impressive.
and everything. I mean, I love watching them. And
it's very, very impressive.
the 12. You talking about the 12th Man song? Is it this one?
It's
No.
No.
I don't think that's it.
No.
Not
What's
that.
that?
No, that's the 12th man. I'm talking about deep in the heart of Texas, Aggie pride. Dun 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 dun. That one. There it is.
Yep.
Yes. This is the one I needed to find. This is awesome.
Yeah. Those were the Texas A&M and I'm trying to think of who came. Everybody said you got to watch their band. You know, and it might have been somebody wacko like Wyoming or something like that. Some small non-conference school that we played one time. Those are the two that I remember. I actually went up to the press box so I could watch it from, not on the field. I could look down and watch their formation, and, so I'm like riding the elevator going, come on, I got to hurry up and get up there, because I wanted to see, what they looked like. And they were really, really good. So, as much as I didn't like that we lost to A&M in football this year, I will always give credit to the A&M band. They sound good. They march good. They look good.
I'll tell you what, man, watching that A&M Bama game this year, they were loud, and I'm going to be honest, it was awesome. I know Bama lost that game, but man, the fans and everything, like, I don't hate Texas A&M and the fans and everybody, they seem like really good people. And the band, like you said, man, I noticed watching them on TV, the uniform and everything, they're in unison, and they put on a pretty good performance.
Well, Nate's not going to like this, but it's hard to beat the Ohio State band. I mean, if you go on YouTube and you watch their halftime shows, some of the stuff they do.
Oh yeah. I mean,
some of the formations they do, and you watch it, and you're just like, they're making shapes and doing stuff, and you're like, how the hell are they doing that? You know,
I'm gonna play this. Yeah, I'm gonna play one more, and Vic, I'll do it for you, but I'll say this: we still whoop the dog's ass on Saturday. But for you,
are you gonna make Vic smile?
But for him, we still whoop their ass. But for him,
okay, for you, Michael Vick.
hey,
is that their fight song, Vic?
Yeah, I think so.
Glory to Georgia or whatever.
Do glory to Colorado.
Colorado?
Yeah,
What?
glory to Colorado.
Is that
Did they steal it?
I think so.
What? Is that what your fight song?
Colorado uses the same fight song as
I
Georgia?
think so,
Are you
yeah.
serious?
Yeah, not lying.
If I was Georgia, I'd be pissed.
Is it the same though?
Yeah, it's
Not Colorado State. You talking about the Buffaloes? The
yes,
basketball
yes.
team?
Colorado Buffaloes.
Colorado.
No. They have two fight songs.
Yeah, because
What?
I know that
They have two fight songs.
Yeah, two fight songs.
Yes,
Yeah,
glory to
I know
Colorado, I
that
think.
Auburn.
I'll find it on YouTube. Hold on. I'm not finding it on Spotify.
Yeah,
Oh.
that Auburn.
Cheers, man.
Too, so. Yeah, Auburn uses it too. Yeah.
Auburn uses it?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Except for
Well, hell, that doesn't surprise me because Auburn can't even figure out what the hell their mascot is.
See?
Nate was right.
God.
Nate was right, yeah.
What the hell? Georgia fans should be pissed about this. This sucks.
Come up with something original. You stole that from Georgia.
What in the hell?
Not exactly the same.
Michael Vick has already approved of this, or not approved, but he's already spoken.
I mean, this shit is poverty.
I know that.
The fact that they're stealing Georgia's fight song.
Wait a minute. Michael Vick said this shit is poverty. What was going on at that moment?
Oh, was that when you were Rogers?
I just said, what the hell is going on here?
He was with Raj watching the.
I know what all his people singing was all about, but.
Oh, okay.
Well, no fucking shit.
And I said, what the hell is going on here?
I mean,
yeah, like clean. Yeah.
This is poverty. Shout out to Texas too.
Oh yes, Texas. Yeah, they're.
Shout out to them. I took that picture on my date.
Poverty. I mean, Texas is actual.
Oh, happy holidays. Hold on. Let's watch this one. I got one more for you, Jeff. The Illini war chant matched up Christmas lights.
Yeah. How about Vic? Tell me about this, Vic. Is this way better than Florida State's war chant? Tell me what you think, honestly.
The different y'all.
Now they matched this. Someone matched this up with Christmas lights. So happy holidays! Okay. But listen to.
But Illinois have a war chant.
Oh yeah.
Look at this.
It's not the same as war.
Oh.
Or this.
It's fucking awesome. This is awesome. Wow.
That's way better than that is way better than that just kicks Florida State's war chant in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also the Braves.
I should have done this.
Yeah. Also, I should say this. I should say this. The Illini, before you play anything, Ballard, the Illini war chant is by far the oldest. By far older. It's way older. 1923.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you're making me hungry, Ballard.
Yeah. Okay, here you
go.
I
know what this is. I
love, man, I love when people match stuff up with Christmas lights, but it's so cool. This channel that does they do all kinds of songs, but I've seen some of these where they'll take fight songs. Here you go.
Yep. I know what this is.
Look at this.
Yeah. You ready, Ballard?
Yeah.
Get on your feet.
Yeah, drown the tide. Every battle behind you.
Hit your stride. Go teach the Bulldogs to behave.
Yellow jackets to a watery grave. That's a shame.
Because Bama's flicking glitter in her name and crimson flame. Fight on,
man. Remember the road go road victory. Hit your strike. Your Dixie's football pride. Crimson tide. Roll tide. Roll tide. Woo! Yeah. Was that awesome or what?
Go teach the Bulldogs to behave.
Send the Yellow Jackets to the watery grave. Let's go. Woo. Oh,
we even call you out, Vic. We call you out in our fight song.
Now remind me real quick though. When it says the Yellow Jackets, is it talking about the Alabama State?
No, talking about Georgia Tech.
Why the hell would we be talking about Georgia Tech?
Because Georgia Tech used to be in the SEC.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yes.
Okay. My bad.
At the time, Yay, Alabama was written, Alabama and Auburn were not playing each other. They didn't play each other for like 30 years. The rivalry was suspended because there was too much violence at the games.
Right. Yeah,
so they quit playing it because they were worried that the crowds would get in fights. So they stopped the rivalry.
Yeah.
So when Yay, Alabama was written, that's who Bama's rivals were Georgia and Georgia Tech.
All right.
Wow. Also, you got to remember these songs. Most of these fight songs, most universities fight songs were written in the teens, the 20s, and the 30s. Well, when you went to play somebody on the road, you traveled by train, so you didn't leave your part of the country. Southern schools didn't play schools on the West Coast. That's why it was a huge deal in 1925 when Alabama went all the way out to Los Angeles to play in the Rose Bowl.
Well, guess what?
That was national news because Southern teams did not leave the South.
That's
because
why
you had to travel by train. It'd take you 2 days to get there.
Is that why they make a significant mark when they say, "Remember the Rose Bowl"?
Remember the Rose Bowl because it was
Yep.
because it was a huge national deal. That Alabama would travel 2,000 miles to play a college football game. That was just unheard of. Georgia would not travel by train to go play Penn State. That would take them 2 days to get there. That's
Right.
just you didn't do that at
we
that
traveled
time.
And what's so funny too, I mean, you see it more often, obviously now, but I mean, still, it's hardly like for openers, yes. And I know like Bama next year, like we get I mean, it's still a Southern team, and they're fixing to enter the SEC, but we started home and home with Texas. But honestly,
Right.
like when we played, we played a West Coast team in USC to open the season a few years ago. Jalen Hurts was a starter, but anyways. Like playing teams like that, I would love to play USC more. I'd love to play Penn State. I'd love to play Ohio State outside of the postseason. I'd love those matchups. Home.
I got a question for Michael Vick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a question for Michael Vick.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going to feel next year when you open your season against your former defensive coordinator?
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, because
that's gonna be big.
Dan Lanning's first game will be against Georgia.
I know. Well, we played former Kirby assistants before, so like Sam Pittman, and
so Kirby can try to be Nick Saban and be like, "Hey, guess what? I'm undefeated against my former assistants."
Yeah,
too.
I'm gonna whip my assistants. Yep.
Or Dan Lanning can be like, "Nah, I'm gonna pull a Jimbo card here early."
Wait, where's that game at, Vic?
So,
is it the Chick-fil-A kickoff?
It's in Atlanta, right? I think I don't know.
Hold on.
Is it a neutral site? I mean, Atlanta's hardly neutral. That's Georgia's backyard.
Right.
But I mean, it's not on Georgia's
kickoff.
campus.
It's the Chick-fil-A game at Mercedes-Benz.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Yep. See, Alabama's done with the kickoff games for a while. I think, aren't they? Are they?
Yes. They took them off the schedule for 10 years.
Right. Well, we're still. That doesn't mean we're not going to play Power 5 opponents to open the season here or there. I'll have to look, but
it just means we're not playing neutral site. We're not playing neutral site games. Right.
They're playing Kent State, Saban's alma mater.
Who's this? Who schedules this? Who are we looking at?
This is Georgia's for next year.
Oh my God, Georgia fans laughed their ass off at Florida this year for playing Samford, and look who Georgia's playing in week 2.
Oh my God! You hypocrites, son of a!
Because they gave up 52 points to Samford.
That's
I
true.
don't give a crap. Well, yeah. We open with Utah State.
Do you know what Samford is? Do you know what Samford is? Do you know what Samford is?
But losing by 2 touchdowns to Samford.
Bulldogs.
Right.
That's what
Samford is a tiny little Baptist ministerial school tucked away on the north side of Birmingham that has about 3,000 students.
Look at Michigan's schedule.
What?
Look at Michigan's schedule.
I will. Utah State, you're next. Nah, I have no beef with them. But, Jeff, week 2 next year, Sarkisian is hosting us.
Ooh, boy.
I'm excited.
And they could have Quinn Ewers starting at quarterback.
Oh, crap. That's right. Dude, that's a huge pickup.
Quinn Ewers.
Did you see the news today that Italian Hot Pocket Calzone has entered the transfer portal from Texas A&M?
Why?
Calzada? Are you
serious?
Calzada
teams.
Calzada's leaving A&M. Yep.
Why?
He was the starter all year, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why, but he entered. I don't know. I don't know why. But
yeah, Nate, are you just now seeing Michigan's schedule for next year?
Yeah.
Colorado State, Hawaii, UConn, and then you hit Big Ten play.
Yeah. Blow dicks for the portal.
What?
Sorry. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. What did you say about Knicks?
That,
He's in the portal.
Flow into the portal. Yes, you know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
LW, what's up?
Who the
Roll
hell
Tide.
would want him?
I don't know, but somebody's gonna get him. I bet you he goes to some Division II school.
Wait, what?
No,
I'm just joking. I don't know.
No, it'll be Power 5. I mean,
I want to see. Oh yes, yes.
Wait, what?
This is what we need.
Uh-oh.
Look at this. Ohio State and Notre Dame to open up next year.
The two most hated fan bases. I want to say three. One of the
two of the most hated. I don't know if they're the top two, but Jeff, can we all agree here? The one time I think I want to pull for Notre Dame.
I pull for Notre Dame all the time. What are you talking about?
Well, I don't. I mean, I don't pull against them, but like I truly will be a diehard Notre Dame fan next year in the opener.
I'm a good old Catholic boy that went to all boys schools from K through 12.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
In the Midwest. I mean, Notre Dame is in my blood. I mean, I don't have any problem with. I don't go out and actively root for them. I don't own Notre Dame shit. I don't consider myself a Notre Dame fan, but I don't root against them unless they're playing Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't root against Notre Dame either. Yeah, I don't really care. But I
don't care about it.
I mean, I understand why people don't like him. I get it, but I'm just not in that group. Pull up Iowa State's schedule.
I will. What?
By the way, the answer to the SEC, when is Oklahoma and Texas coming in, is probably going to be for the 2024 football season. And the reason why I say that is because the Big 12 is talking about Cincinnati, Houston, Central Florida, and BYU, the 4 teams they had join. They're going to divide up into 2 7-team divisions, and those divisions have to be created before July 1st, 2024.
So like Big Ten divisions.
Yes. So that's why I'm saying, okay, if they've set July 1st, 2024 as the deadline, then that means that's probably when they're going to come in. So look for football. Look for Oklahoma and Texas to be 2024 in the SEC.
So give it 2 seasons.
Give it 2 more seasons, and then they'll be in. Yep.
Well, why not SMU?
Will they still be? But I thought Texas doesn't.
Now, what's up with is Cincinnati and other like UCF? Are they still trying to get in the Big 12?
They are in.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay. Oh, so they are in. They are going.
Cincinnati, UCF, Houston, and BYU are all 4 coming into the Big 12. It's already a done deal. They're in. It's just a matter of when do they start playing.
Right.
Holy cow. Wow.
Houston, BYU, Cincinnati, and Central Florida.
Yeah. I think my grandmother was just saying that dinner is ready. I mean, I'm at least going to go eat. I don't know if you guys want to keep talking, but I mean, y'all can obviously, but I'm at least going to step aside for a bit and I'm going to go eat some dinner, but I'll be back and keep talking.
All right.
Go have dinner. I had a late lunch. I won't eat dinner till much later. Much later. If I even eat dinner, I might just have a snack.
I'm hungry right now. I don't know what to eat.
Y'all were talking about that A&M quarterback transferring.
Ballard leaves. Ballard leaves, and LW comes in. Okay. Yeah.
Vic, you're still outnumbered. You needed to bring in a Georgia fan.
All right. Well, what I'll say is that Does Texas still want to join the SEC?
Yeah, that's a good question.
They got that quarterback from Ohio State.
Yeah, they got Quinn Ewers. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and we care because
Because he's the second highest quarterback to ever come out of second highest rating for a quarterback to ever come out of high school.
Right. All right. And he's wasting his talent at Texas then. Sounds like he's wasting his talent at Texas if he really is that good.
Well, and if he's that good, he should have been able to beat out C.J. Stroud.
Okay. Well, I mean, we already know C.J. Stroud is good.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
To be honest, I heard that there was a lot of QBs, freshman QBs for what's it called? QBs for Ohio State, like Kyle McCord, C.J. Stroud.
Yep. Well,
used to be.
Well, I tell you what's happening is some of these schools are piling up 3 or 4 4-star, 5-star guys in their room all at the same time, and these guys are not going to sit around and wait to play.
Right.
When you have a loaded quarterback room, somebody's going to leave.
Yep.
Yeah. Aggies, I'm sure that's why Calzada left. They've got a 5-star. He's really good from high school, Bridgeland, Texas, out of the Houston area. He's like a one-man show. I'm sure he probably saw the writing on the wall there. This kid can throw it 60 yards, and he can, run it for a 60-yard touchdown. He's pretty fast, too. I think he's the second-rated quarterback this year out of high school.
Bum, 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 do, 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 do.
So Aggies will have a mobile quarterback to go with the defense.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be trouble. But I want their ass. I want Aggie blood next year at BDS.
Vic, who does Georgia play out of the West next year? Besides Auburn.
I think we play who do we play? I think we play Mississippi, I think.
Oh, Mississippi State.
I think they're State. I think we play them on the road, and then we get Auburn at home. So.
Yeah.
Who the hell do we have? Tennessee and who else? It's not going to be. It's not Florida.
Well, we got a lucky draw.
Miss. And then we'll finally get a chance to repay them after we got destroyed back in 2016. So. We just got our asses beat. Yeah, I know.
Who did we draw? 14. We're about to play Vandy again.
At Kirby's first year.
Yeah, we got lucky next year, JW. We play Vanderbilt.
Yeah. Vandy and Tennessee. Yeah. I was going to say, because we just played Georgia, we just played Florida, we just played Kentucky, so I knew it was starting to come around again.
It's every 5 or 7 years. So.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping instead of Vandy, we'd be able to play Florida.
If you played them on an odd year last time, then you wait 5 years. You played them on an even year last time, you get 7 years. So. Well, I guess
Yeah, that makes sense
would
because
depend on where the road home is. So like on the even years we get Auburn at home and we play our other West opponent on the road. And then on odd years we get our other opponent at home and we play Auburn on the road. So
yeah, because the last time Bama played Vanderbilt was 2017, so that would be 5 years. I think it was 2000.
Yeah, that's when their defensive tackle, that guy shot his mouth off and said, "Alabama, you're next." And then he found out next it was 59-0.
that's right. I mean, but they are Vandy, so I mean, of course, I mean, it's Vandy.
Yeah.
Come on.
That was the year they started out. I think they started out 4-0, and they were all excited and feeling their oats, and then they got put.
Yeah, because
They're
they
like,
beat Kansas State. Yeah,
yeah,
they beat Kansas.
Oh yeah, I remember that. The week before Vanderbilt won, and that linebacker told the
yeah,
TV camera, "Bama's next."
yeah.
They're like, whatever. I know.
I just think that I don't care if you're Vanderbilt or Ohio State.
Oh,
The one team that you don't want to put your name on their blackboard is Alabama. You know, that's the one team. That's the one team you probably don't want to piss off.
yes.
I wonder if one of those Georgia quarterbacks transferred to Ole Miss.
That's why I used to get it. Well, I'm waiting to see if Spencer Rattler doesn't end up at Ole Miss.
Thought he was okay. Well, I don't know where he's gonna go, but yeah, I don't know if he's gonna go to USC because I mean Lincoln Riley benched him, so
Right.
probably wouldn't want to play for him again. But
But I'm sure some good team is going to want. You have to think at least one of those Georgia quarterbacks is going to transfer.
yeah.
Okay, fellas, I got to step out. So, and then Ballard won't be here to let me back in. So I'm going to wish you a good evening, and maybe we'll bump into you in the lunch money show or whatever later on.
All right, man. So you got a Georgia fan and a Michigan fan here.
Yep.
What's the final score, Nate?
Of what? Of what?
The Michigan Georgia
Oh, okay.
game. Nothing, Nate.
Hey, you there? Hello.
I guess him and Ballard are both probably eating right now. All right, fellas. Well,
Okay.
talk to you later, man.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna head out too. Yeah.
It's called loose goose.
Pasta? No, I don't want that.
I'm gonna put a little bit. I want you to just try.
No, I don't want it.
Try just a little bite.
No, it's like eggs.
I know, but it tastes so yummy.
No.
It's not eggs, though, Nate. It looks that way, but it's not it. It's pasta.
No, it is.
How do you say it? Gee, Mom, thanks. Let me try
I
it.
understand.
Just try a little bite. You don't like it? It's just butter and lemon and pasta.
That's
Pasta
not
taste. Lemon juice.
That's what I'm saying.
I just wanted to try a small one.
If I already know what it tastes like.
I don't think you do. I didn't know what it tastes like.
Mom tried it.
I like it. Mix a little with the
Mom didn't
chicken.
like anything. It looks like couscous. Loose goose.
Disgusting.
Okay. Use your knife and make smaller bites, please. That was knife. You got a knife right next door. Look. Look at that. I can make smaller bites.
Oh, it's crispy. Good, huh?
This isn't. Oh, crap, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Goodbye, sour.
I can make this chicken together.
It's couscous.
I must have made couscous before.
Yeah, you're.
I have some in there.
I had it before.
I had before.
Oh, I like it. I make it
I'm
every night.
good.
You're probably 5, Nate. What you have 20? Try it.
No. Maybe it's a choice I don't want to try it.
Okay.
So. Choices are made, right?
Mm-hmm. Carrots are good too.
Carrots are pretty good.
And I'm not a big carrot fan. No. Can't get first try. Why you just tried the couscous?
You try the carrots?
Couscous, I don't like it.
Is it just like you remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, some carrot. Pretty good.
It's alright. I don't really like temperature high. Vegetables or fruit. Not a fan. I mean, I like cold. Freezer cold. Fridge cold.
You like raw? I used to prefer
You got
raw.
raw carrot over there. Give me raw carrot.
I used to prefer raw carrots. I don't mind these cooked carrots. Better than boiled carrots. These think have more flavor. That into the dishwasher. I don't have to do that much on this. Take care of it.
Plate.
Too raw. Your mom will gonna make breakfast for in the milk program. On Thursday we'll make breakfast.
Pancakes and eggs?
Yep, and then,
You have an omelet?
no. I mean, I can make you an omelet.
I'm making a choice for one omelet. You know what? Why did you put it in the freezer? Two raw eggs in that one?
Or two.
What are they?
Too mushy. The pumpkin ones you can now freezer.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They put it in the freezer. You're right. It'd be better in the freezer. Out of the freezer.
I was going to too much mush.
Yeah, so put it in the freezer. Let it get cold. Let it get. Really? So here's like I do stuff.
What did you get it? It was plate though. From Wendy, I want to do
No, bring it over here. Sit down. Don't table, sit down. And Nate, you can just sit down where you.
Home for the holidays. Warm wishes to you and yours for a very Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year with Jim, Wendy, and Boyd. Do you like cooked carrots too?
The other one, Nate. Put up on this.
What?
Was there a second?
Yes, it's right up here where you put it. Up here, Nate, on the blue sweatshirt where you put it.
Letter opener. Grateful and hopeful.
And God, the name of God of hope, joy, all joy and peace, as you trust in God, that you may fall overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Romans verse 15. Wait.
Chapter 15, verse.
Just say,
Yeah, chapter 15, verse 13.
it is a 50.
Who's that from? Bergen? You're pretty impressed with your volunteering, Nate.
Why?
You do a good job. You
Must not be any wrong.
go out on your own and help others. Well, look, come here.
Here, I was
Bend down.
You have something on your shirt.
What?
Wow.
Because you shrunk it.
I didn't shrink it.
They did in the washer and
You can't wear that shirt by itself. You have to wear it.
no, it was in washer. You washed it. In dryer, it was shrunk.
What size is that, mother?
It's excellent.
More like me than that.
Yes,
He's a 2X.
he has some 2X, but it doesn't make it original. It's not me, it's you.
No, it's shrunk in the
See?
dryer.
See this? It's not me.
It's shrunk. It's shrunk in the dryer.
It's not me. It's your mother's fault. Not my fault.
I was.
Good, that's your mother. Oh, they doesn't play a part. It's your mother. I have no fault.
This is.
That's a double X, right?
Probably.
Turn that light off in there, right, please?
Old fashioned. Maybe. Extra large, tall.
Or 2X with it, either way, right? You don't always need tallest. Yep. Now
I wasn't get more ginger ale, but more ginger ale. Mom, maybe tonight, can you shave my neck hair? No.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back, man. I just having dinner.
Bad, you left for like, what, 40 minutes or something?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did Jeff drop out, I guess?
Yeah, they all dropped out. And Nate, he kept he was on mute for about 30 minutes doing, I don't know what, sounded like Christmas lights and stuff. And
It sounded like Christmas lights?
I don't know, it was just a bunch.
Yeah. What you been up to? And he's gone. Whatever. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to end this one. I'm sorry. I'm just going to end it. But I love y'all. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. I just had to go eat dinner. You know, I apologize. See, Nate gets it. He was eating dinner. I was eating dinner. Anyway, I love y'all. We'll see you later on. Roll Tide. Merry Christmas.